Enlightenment. Hello, dear travelers. You have come to my monastery to learn about enlightenment. First of all, you must meditate.
What are you doing?
Teaching them about enlightenment.
No, we're talking about the Enlightenment period.
No, grasshopper.
No, I'm not a grasshopper. Don't call me grasshopper. You need to go now. Go. Go, go, go.
But why?
Go.
Fine. Oh.
No, no ohms. Go, go, go.
Enlightenment!
No, go, go.
I must teach!
No! Alright, let's try this again. Hello, and welcome to this lesson on enlightenment. Enlightenment is the action of enlightening, or the state of being enlightened. We will be returning to this slide later, just in case you need to finish writing the definition. Enlightenment is also the name of a period, known as the Enlightenment period, or Age of Reason. So, we talked about these, in the words of my 10th grade English teacher, very handsome devils, Plato, Aristotle, and Socrates, who kind of kicked off this whole rhetoric business back in ancient Greece with the sophists. Then we talked about the Middle Ages, when the Church, capital C, proclaimed God as the one truth, and caused people to let rhetoric fall to the wayside. Then we followed that with the Renaissance, with this guy, and his pals. Sort of. But now we're moving into the Enlightenment, where everyone decided that politics, philosophy, science, and communication were big deals, and that we were all going to be rational, thinking people. This period lasted from 1685 to 1815, and a lot of things happened during that time. Let me give you some historical context, just to put us in the right place. The Kingdom of Prussia was founded in 1701. It would later become a nation that would be dissolved directly after World War II. From 1716 to 1718, the famous pirate captain Blackbeard terrorized the West Indies until he was killed by an officer of the British Royal Navy. There were numerous wars of Spanish succession during the Enlightenment, none of which, ironically, included only the Spanish. Brothers John and Charles Wesley started the Methodist movement in Europe. That movement would later spill into America as well, around the same time that a religious revival known as the Great Awakening took place in both continents. The 7 Years' War was a power struggle that covered the entirety of Europe, because, when we're all attempting to be rational and civilized, we should kill each other to see who's toughest. Catherine the Great ruled Russia during the part of the Age of Reason, bringing about a golden era for the nation. The American Revolution took place during that time as well, because we wanted to be reasonable on our own, without Britain attempting to tell us how to do so. It was almost immediately followed by the French Revolution. I guess the French thought America did such a great job that they'd better follow suit. And speaking of the French, there was this notoriously short guy, Napoleon, who took power in France towards the end of the Enlightenment. Now, a lot of famous events occurred during the Enlightenment, but there were also some people made famous because of the Enlightenment, like these guys, Voltaire, the happy-go-lucky guy on the left, and Rousseau on the right. They're the ones who kind of kicked the party off with their new philosophies. They were followed by people like Descartes, a French Enlightenment philosopher who founded his own rational system, known as Cartesianism. Our very own John Locke, an American whose work we'll be reading this week. And Sir Isaac Newton, who famously penned the theory of gravity after an apple supposedly fell on his head. I would make that rather scally-faced as well if an apple fell on my head. Throughout the Age of Reason, topics such as science, astronomy, society, politics, rhetoric itself, government, and lawmaking were all studied, like that law of the separation of church and state that we have here in America. That came from the Enlightenment period too, we just adopted it later. Throughout this time, rhetoric was used in text, much like the letters from earlier, to share ideas on the workings of society. Speakers used rhetoric to share their findings and ideas with crowds, arguing the plausibility and truth of their new ideas as opposed to those previously given by the church, which had been in power even throughout the Renaissance. Enlightenment is the action of enlightening, or state of being enlightened, hence why the period in which many new ideas, like the widely accepted theory of gravity, were developed is named the Enlightenment. I do hope that you found this helpful, and that it is a proper precursor into our study of rhetoric during the Enlightenment period. Thank you for watching.
Oh, hello, dear travelers. It is me again. Mean American lady has gone. Now I will tell you all about true enlightenment. Thank you for watching.